What's going on, guys? I'm RSBuilt, and today I'm going to be showing you a brand new farm that I designed, which is a really cool addition to the creeper farm that I have on my channel. Or if you have a creeper farm of your own, you can add this onto it as well, or even a general mob farm if you have a way of sorting out the creepers and getting them into this farm. If you do not have a way, I do also have a creeper sorter that is on my channel as well that I designed. It works very well from separating all of the creepers and putting them inside of a different area than the rest of the mobs. So if you need something like that, it is on my channel. Go and check it out. What I'm going to be showing you today is a farm that allows you to get many music discs with very little effort. So the way that this farm works is you have a skeleton that is housed inside of there where he is safe away from the sunlight, and he will never despawn because he is name tagged. We have a lava curtain that is falling down in front of him. There's no other places where he can see out and look out, so he gets distracted, and the only place that he can shoot out is inside of this little window here. Whenever he shoots an arrow through this window, it's going to catch fire from going through the lava, and this TNT will be pushed out in the perfect amount of time for the arrow to hit the TNT, lighting it on fire. Now, since the way that the game stores the killing data, when that arrow hits this TNT and lights it on fire, whenever this TNT blows up and kills anything, that skeleton is going to be the reason for it, and the game actually stores this data. So technically, since that skeleton is the one that shot the arrow and lit the TNT, that means that anything that this TNT kills will be the skeleton's fault. We can use this trick to get the music disc. When a skeleton shoots and kills a creeper, he drops a single music disc. However, since we're using the TNT, we're going to kill many creepers and get many discs. This farm is very simple and easy to build, so let's jump right into it. The first thing that you're going to want to do is find, obviously, some open area to where you can build this farm at, and if you have a pre-existing mob farm or creeper farm, you want to build it pretty close to that. You're going to need all of these materials here. I will also list these inside of the description below. You're going to need at least a couple stacks of building blocks. These building blocks need to be something that is relatively blast resistant and also something that redstone power can pass through. You're also going to want to have 2 sticky pistons, 2 redstone observers, 2 redstone dust. You're going to want 1 single stair, preferably a stair to match the rest of the material. You're going to want 1 wooden button or stone button. You're going to want 1 wooden or stone pressure plate. You're going to want a bucket of water, 1 bucket of lava, several pieces of TNT, and then you're going to want 1 stack plus 1 obsidian, 9 ladders to get up to the farm, and also a name tag to name your skeleton. So first thing you want to do is grab your obsidian, and then you're going to start building the blast chamber of which the TNT is going to fall into. So what you want to do is you want to make a 5x5 square on the ground. Once you're done, your 5x5 square should look like this. Then you're going to grab a temporary block and place a temporary block here, and then place down 2 pieces of obsidian there and there. Go to the opposite corner here and place down a piece there and a piece here. Then you're going to bring these up by 1, making these 2 blocks high, and then you're going to bring these all the way around without filling in the corners. So once you get done building your blast chamber, it should look just like this. Next, you want to go ahead and grab your building blocks and go into the very center of your blast chamber on the ground and place down 1 block that's exactly in the middle. Make sure that it is exactly inside of the center, and then you want to pillar this up by an additional 9 blocks to make 10 total. After you've done that, you should be exactly 10 blocks off of the floor of your blast chamber. Then you want to turn any direction that you would like, and you're going to build this out by 2. And then you're going to grab your sticky piston, and you're going to place a sticky piston on that last block facing towards you. Once you've done that, you're going to break this block that's directly beneath you, and you're going to turn to the right and build this out by 4. On this last block, you're going to place a block down here, and then you're going to turn around and place a block down here. This block here is going to be the block that your pressure plate is going to go on to activate the farm. So you're going to turn left, place a block here and here, and then you're going to fill this around as well. Then you can jump back down here and you can build this out by an additional 4. And then you want to turn to this back wall and bring this all the way across to meet up with this right here. Once you've done that, you want to look down here at this pillar and place down a couple blocks so you can jump down, and then remove these and place down a few that's a little bit lower so you can jump down a little bit lower. Then you want to look up here, and then you want to go to this block here, and then add a block directly below it, and then 2 additional blocks right there, and then remove this block. Then you can go ahead and pillar back up, removing these blocks, and then jump back up here. Grab your redstone dust and place redstone here, here, and here. Once you have done that, you can jump up here, grab your pressure plate, your button, and also your water bucket, and you're going to place down a pressure plate here, a button here, grab your water bucket, and waterlog your pressure plate. You can now jump on the pressure plate, and you should see that redstone line briefly light up. Once you have verified that that has lit up, you can go ahead and grab your building block and place down a block here, and then build this out by 2, where you're right to the side of this piston. Turn around and you're going to place a sticky piston on this block facing towards you. Then once you've done that, you're going to grab your building block, jump and place one directly underneath you, grab your observer, and then place an observer directly underneath you facing down towards that building block. You can go ahead and place a building block here that is solid and conducts redstone, and then remove this building block and it's going to activate that piston. After you've done that, you can place a couple more blocks down here to jump down onto, and then place a block that is right next to this observer temporarily, where you can jump down and place a observer facing up into that block there. Remove this block that you temporarily placed down, and then you can scaffold back up and remove these temporary blocks. You can also remove these blocks as well. The way that this works is whenever you stand on this pressure plate, it's going to light this redstone line, pushing out the sticky piston, aligning these observers together, making a clock, which is going to power this block, which is going to power this sticky piston, making it go back and forth. And make sure that this works correctly, and then once you get off the pressure plate, it should stop moving back and forth. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and remove this block and this block as well. Now what we need to do next is finish building our little AFK area here. So you're going to build this around and over top of this piston and bring this all the way to the front here. And then you're going to go over here to where you were next to your pressure plate, and you're going to place a block all the way here on the corner, leave this one, place a block here, leave this one, place a block here and here, and then you're going to build your roof all the way across. And then fill this in all the way around as well. After you've done that, you're going to jump down here, and on the very end you want to build out in this direction by 6. At this very last block, you're going to place down a block there, skip this block, place down a block here, skip this block, and place down a block here. Then you're going to want to build this all the way around and make a figure 8 shaped pattern. So it should look just like that. Once you've done that, you're going to build this up by 2 all the way around. Do not fill in this or this. So it should look just like this. Then you're going to want to place down a solid block here and a solid block here. Make sure that these blocks are something that is not flammable and that will catch on fire with the lava. Then you're going to grab your lava bucket and place down a bucket of lava right here, and it should go down and be caught inside of that little hole. This block is where your skeleton is going to go, although we are going to finish the rest of the farm first. So after you've done that, you're going to jump down here, and you're going to go to this very center block, and you're going to build out by 2, and then you're going to place a block here, and then build this to the right and to the left. Then you want to stand on the center block and build out by an additional 8. And then on this very last block here, you're going to place down a block here, and then one to the right, one to the left, and then we're going to bring this all the way over and connect there and connect to this side as well. Make sure that this is aligned to the very center of the farm, and make sure that it's not going to drop it on any of the sides. Now you can go ahead and remove these blocks here, turn around, come back over here, and place a source block of water here, And then you're going to want to build up the rest of this by 1 block all the way around. That way creepers cannot jump out of here. So it should look just like that so far. After you've done that, you're going to turn to the left here, and to the block that's directly to the right of your window, you're going to place a block down there. And then you're going to jump down here onto this pillar, and you're going to completely remove this whole pillar. Then you're going to place a block here so you can jump out, and then remove that block so none of the creepers will jump out. Next, you want to come over here where you're underneath this block here, and then you're going to build all the way up until this connects with this block here. You can go ahead and break that block and continue building up until you're at this point. Then you want to place a block here and here, turn around and place a block here and here, and then you're going to grab your only stair and place down your stair here. Next, you can jump back down, grab your ladders, and you're going to build up with your ladders all the way until you reach the very top. So it should look just like this. Next, you want to come up top here and you want to lure you a skeleton in here. To make it easier on survival mode, you can go ahead and place a trapdoor here. That way the skeleton falls inside of this hole easier. However, since I'm on creative mode, I'm just going to grab a spawn egg and throw a skeleton in here. And then whenever you place a skeleton in here, you want to name tag him and then cover him up before the sun burns him. I would recommend doing this at night, that way the skeleton does not get burnt by the sun. And also, be sure to name your name tag with an anvil before trying to name him, that way you can use it properly. If you don't name tag the name tag first on an anvil, you're not going to be able to attach the name tag to the skeleton. This is your opportunity to pick a really cool name for your skeleton. So I'm going to spawn in a skeleton. If you ever spawn in a skeleton or find a skeleton with a helmet on his head, he will not burn inside of the daylight. And technically he should never despawn either. However, I do recommend name tagging them just to be on the safe side. And then you want to cover him up. Be careful not to fall inside of your lava. And then you're pretty much done with the farm at this point. I'm going to spawn in a load of creepers here. So let me go ahead and grab some spawn eggs. And we're going to basically spawn in a ton of creepers. This water canal is where any of your general mob farm creeper filter or your creeper farm is going to hook to. And then this is going to funnel all of these creepers into your holding chamber and waiting to be blasted. Next, you want to jump down here. And then you want to grab your TNT. And then you can go ahead and place your TNT on that block that you placed down to the side of the piston. That way you can prime the farm. In my case, I am in creative mode, so I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to survival. And whenever I walk on this pressure plate, this TNT should go back and forth while the skeleton is shooting at me. And it might take a couple times. Sometimes the arrow that he shoots through the lava is not a fire arrow. However, whenever it hits that TNT, it's going to drop down there. So let me scaffold up here, and you can see we have a ton of records. Let's go and pick these guys up. And you can pretty much get every single record that you want with the one exclusion of pigstep. The pigstep you're going to have to get out of a bastion. However, you can get every single other record that is inside of the Minecraft game. Well guys, that's going to wrap up this Minecraft Bedrock farm tutorial video. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this farm video as much as I enjoyed designing and building this thing. If you like this video and you feel like it deserved a like, then go ahead and hit that like button for me, as it does really help out the channel and helps the channel grow tremendously. If you really like this video and you want to see more videos like it, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the bell notification. That way you get notified on each and every video that I upload. This farm is a really cool, simple, efficient farm to have in your world, and if you're on a realm, then you can add another item to your shop to be sold. With just a few pieces of TNT, you're going to be able to have tons and tons of music discs, and you should be able to gather almost every music disc with 2 or 3 pieces of TNT. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!